Hey T Squad, it's me Keisha and I'm here with a new behind the scenes tea video. So you guys, it seems like another one has bit the dust when it comes to Karlie Redd. Yes, she and her latest husband T-Lo from Now That's TV fame are getting a divorce. But before we get into the details of her latest toxic, tumultuous, cop calling divorce, yes, the cops were called. Let's take a stroll down memory lane and take a look at Karlie Redd's very interesting dating history. Season 1 of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, when we were first introduced to Karlie Redd, she met and began dating Benzino, who was a fellow cast member. And during season 1, Benzino actually popped the question with a ring, and Karlie said yes. But Benzino came to his senses and quickly changed his mind because Karlie doubted his love for her. And from then on, we have gone on a roller coaster ride with Karlie with all of the men that she has dated over the years. After Benzino, Karlie even dated back in 2012, son of L.A. Reid, Aaron Reid, who was much younger than her at the time. You know, Karlie likes him young. By the way, I wonder where he at. He was outside a lot in the mid 2000s, but I haven't seen or heard nothing about Aaron Reid. Y'all remember when Karlie briefly started seeing Roscoe Dash? Where is he at as well? He was a one-hit wonder, but yeah, he was featured on Love and Hip Hop with Karlie back in the day. They dated very briefly. Now, we all remember the roller coaster ride of her dating her cast member Young Jock around 2015, which lasted for about 2.5 seasons on the show. They had a tumultuous back and forth schmexual relationship. They could not leave each other alone for a minute there, but now they're just cool. He's moved on, gotten married. She's gotten married twice since then. So yeah, during I believe season 3, Karlie briefly had a fling with rapper Roscoe Dash. He was a one-hit wonder. Have not seen or heard from him in years. Didn't he go to jail for like unaliving a cousin or something like that? Maybe he was one of them other dudes. I can't remember, but he's another young one, child. She ain't got no problems dating somebody that could literally be the age of her child. Lyfe Jennings and Karlie Redd's relationship was a bit of a surprise to us. They dated during the series, but there were rumors that he was married. Still, he almost popped the question in season 5 by giving Karlie a ring. Karlie famously dropped to the ground upon receiving the rock, though Jennings made it clear that the gift was merely a promise/breakup ring. We all still regard it as an engagement ring. I will never forget that iconic moment when this fool fell off that dang on bench. Like, Karlie is an idiot, bro. Her hookup with Jeremiah is one that I totally forgot about. She did have him on the show one season. It was a quick look ta-ta-ta. But nonetheless, they dated and he was on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Another one of her boo things was producer Sean Garrett, who she got to appear on a season of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta with her. This is another one that I forgot about, I guess because it's been so long and it was so short. But yeah, and let's not forget her little thing she had going on with Scrap DeLeon, honey. Karlie ain't had no problems messing around with a cast member. Wasn't Nate fooling around while he was in jail and then he got out and it was a whole big thing because he was seeing her and Tommy? I can't remember. I just remember that they fooled around. C's from Black Ink Crew is another one. I don't remember this. I do remember it, but I guess I just forgot. But they messed around. A lot of people liked them together, but it didn't last, of course. But yes, do y'all remember C's and Karlie dating? And like 3 or 4 years ago, remember she dated Lamar Odom. I remember that because she even got him to come on the show too. And we all was like, Lamar? Even the castmates was like, Lamar, what you doing here? You done got sucked into that hole she calls a vagina? What is going on? Is you back smoking on that crack rock? Because we were shocked that he was dating Karlie. Then Karlie introduced us to her boo, Mo Payne, aka Arkansas Mo. They began dating during season 8. They had some relationship issues, such as alleged infidelity. However, the couple moved forward and even allegedly secretly married in 2020. Unfortunately, Karlie quietly filed for divorce following news of his fraud case, which ultimately ended in him being sentenced to 17 years in prison. Now, this was a shocker for me because I was just like he just looked like a country bumpkin. I mean, we all know Karlie ain't really got no pics. You know, she'll date anybody as long as he got a bag. But this to me was just like, we sinking this low? Like, he wasn't even attractive. He was country. I mean, his name was Arkansas Mo. Like, really? And after Arkansas Mo, she came with a even uglier dude. She went public with Kai Taylor. In October 2023, Karlie Redd and the entrepreneur got engaged rather quickly. Season 11, which concluded in April 2024, saw Kai proposing to Redd with 3 stunning rings. Sadly, it appears their relationship ended just as quickly as he proposed. Now, this man was so ugly. He literally looked like his name was Elmo. He looked like he stand outside of the liquor store asking for Lucy's. Like, I just was like, really, like, there is just no depths to hell that this lady won't go, because ew. And now we come to Karlie's latest victim, Talal T. Da Vinci Belton, who is her most recent husband. So we know for a fact that Karlie has been married twice and engaged several times. Well, they are headed towards divorce. Court documents show that she supposedly been receiving temporary monthly spousal support since March. Additionally, Belton has reportedly filed for divorce following his arrest in February for a domestic incident involving Karlie. As previously reported by The Shade Room, the estranged couple got engaged last year and she announced it at her single release party in June. Several months later, in September, she revealed she was married during a Dish Nation interview. Now, 6 months later, this bombshell divorce news hits the internet. Karlie Redd and Talal Belton have yet to address the reports, but according to documents pulled by blogger Tasha K, he initiated the divorce. It's unclear how far Karlie and Tilo are into their divorce proceedings. However, court documents show they had a hearing on March 13, 2025 in Fulton County, Georgia. During that hearing, Judge Kelly Lee Ellerby issued a temporary order against the Now That's TV owner. After considering the pleadings, evidence, counsel arguments, testimony from both parties, and applicable law, Karlie Redd was granted temporary monthly spousal support. T. Da Vinci was to begin paying Karlie $18,537.50 on March 15th and every 15th until the court decides otherwise during a status conference after 60 days. At this time, it's unknown whether Karlie Redd has already received her first payment. At the March hearing, Talal Belton was also ordered to stay away from and have no contact with his estranged wife. An arrest affidavit first obtained by its on-site shows that the incident happened on February 21st, 2025. That day, local police arrested T. Da Vinci on a simple battery charge. He had allegedly caused intentional physical harm to Karlie Lewis by striking her in the chin with a closed fist. Wow. The arrest affidavit identified Karlie Redd as the person who called 911 to their residence. She told cops on the scene that she and Tilo had been in a physical altercation earlier that morning. Redd also admitted that she was hesitant to report the incident, but that her lawyer encouraged her to do so. That morning, Tilo had arrived at their home at about 9 a.m. and accused Redd of doing the same. When he started to leave, she allegedly asked him where he was going, and he responded by allegedly punching her in the chin. The reporting officer says she didn't observe any bruising on Karlie Redd's face. However, the Love and Hip Hop star did mention feeling slight soreness in the area. After striking her, Tilo allegedly threw her 2 cell phones to the ground. He later apologized for the incident per the arrest affidavit. Belton pulled up to the home while Karlie Redd was speaking to the police. When officers attempted to arrest him, there were reportedly a brief scuffle due to non-compliance, and he had to be assisted to the ground before being handcuffed. Tilo allegedly told officers that he didn't suffer any injury during his detainment. Police then took him into custody for proceedings at the APD Zone 2 precinct and Fulton County Jail. Authorities abided by Belton's request to let his assistant Khalil Shakur Pascal collect his things. His booking date was listed as February 27th. Belton later paid a $2,000 bond for pretrial release on February 25th. Wow. Another one bites the dust. That is crazy. Crazy work. I hope she didn't lie on that man and say that he struck her, and he didn't. But this is Karlie, so you can't put nothing past her. I mean, they ain't had no business being with each other in the first place. This boy is literally young enough to be her son. They dated for literally 5 minutes before getting married. During the first year of their relationship, if they even lasted a year, he had a baby, a newborn. It was just too much going on. Karlie needs to get somewhere and sit her ass down somewhere. When is enough gonna be enough? Jesus the Christ. So T-Squad, y'all tell me what y'all think about Karlie's dating history, her many engagements, her many situationships, and her marriages. What do you think about this arrest, this altercation? Do you believe Karlie? What do you think about her temporary spousal support? Let's talk about it all down below in the comment section. I can't wait to read what you guys have to say. Please make sure to thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your post notifications so you know my videos drop. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.